government to confiscate 48 million ringgit from Joe Low's father. RTM cameraman wins suit over shooting incident.
Good evening, welcome to News on 2. I'm Jessica Lee. The Kuala Lumpur High Court today ruled that the federal government can proceed to confiscate 48 million ringgit from Tan Sri Larry Loh Hock Ping, father of elusive businessman Loh Teck Jo, better known as Joe Low. Judge Muhammad Zaini Mazlan made the order after no third party turned up during today's hearing to show cause as to why the multi-million sum should not be seized by the government. Mazlan took less than 5 minutes to deliver the decision for the money to be forfeited after hearing the application filed by Deputy Public Prosecutor Aaron Chelia. Aaron Chelia told the court that a notice for third parties claiming to have an interest in the monies held in Tan Sri Larry's bank accounts to contest the forfeiture had been gazetted on 17th of June. The forfeiture action was filed to freeze Tan Sri Larry's 7 bank accounts containing a total of over 48 million ringgit in order to forfeit the funds that were alleged to be linked to money laundering activities. The 7 accounts are made up of current accounts and fixed deposits registered in RHB and Maybank branches in Kuala Lumpur and Pulau Pinang. On March 29th, the Malaysian government filed a forfeiture action against Tan Sri Larry, who is believed to be abroad and have since absconded. The Kuala Lumpur High Court today set 27th of September for case management over a prosecution application to gazette a notice to interested third parties with regard to almost 678,000 ringgit seized from the Barisan Nasional Johor Bahru Division. The Malaysia Anti-Corruption Commission (MACC) seized the money last year, alleging that it was linked to the One Malaysia Development Berhad or 1MDB scandal. Judge Muhammad Nazlan Muhammad Ghazali set the date after Deputy Public Prosecutor Alan Suman Pillay from the MACC applied for a date for the prosecution to gazette the notice. Muhammad Haziq Diauddin Razali, counsel for the respondent, the BN Johor Bahru Division, did not object to the application. The gazetting of the notice is made in accordance with Section 61, Subsection 2 of the Anti-Money Laundering, Anti-Terrorism and Financing and Proceeds of Unlawful Activities Act, or AMLA FPUAA 2001. Muhammad Haziq informed the court that the respondent needs a long time to prepare the affidavit in reply because the account of the BN Johor Bahru Division involves 3 component political parties from which instructions must be obtained. The court then set 20th of August for the respondent to file the affidavit in reply. The notice is to enable the interested parties to appear before the court on a date to be determined to explain why the money should not be forfeited by the government. Alan Suman, when approached by reporters outside the court, said the interested parties can be present in court on the date to be determined to claim their money. A Radio Television Malaysia RTM cameraman Muhammad Amirul Amin Muhammad Amir, who was injured in a shooting incident at Tun Dr. Lim Chong Eu Expressway in Georgetown, Pulau Pinang 3 years ago, was awarded 114,470 ringgit in damages by the High Court today. Now, it was reported that Amirul was one of 8 people shot by bodyguard Jafar Khalid, who went on a shooting rampage along the Tun Dr. Lim Chong Eu Expressway on the 1st of December 2016. Hadaria said GMP Kaiser Security should have known the foreseeable danger of an employee holding a firearm, especially as the weapon was owned by the company itself. She also ordered the security company to pay special damages of 14,470 ringgit, general damages of 70,000 ringgit, and 30,000 ringgit in costs. She added that the company had clearly lost track of Jafar's despite standing orders by the Home Ministry that companies whose employers are armed must constantly be monitored. Dato' Hadaria further noted that she found the company's defense that Amirul had entered the scene knowing that an armed man was on the loose was flawed. Muhammad Amirul had filed a suit against Jaffa and his employer, GMP Kaiser Security, on the 1st of June 2018, seeking general damages, special damages for pain and suffering, aggravated damages, and other relief deemed fit by the court. Jaffa, meanwhile, is currently facing 3 counts of murder and 5 counts of attempted murder. He had claimed trial to all the charges.
Seeking to improve relations with critical civil society organizations or CSOs, Dewan Rakyat Speaker Dato Muhammad Arif Mohd Yusof today said Parliament has agreed in principle to register an all-party parliamentary group or APPG as part of its function. APPG, a concept borrowed from the United Kingdom Parliament, is an informal working group of MPs and senators to tap society at the grassroots levels and come up with policies addressing issues such as food security and sustainable development for the country.
According to Dato Muhammad Arif, APPG is separate from the existing formalized bipartisan parliamentary select committees or PSCs, which exist to oversee the execution of policies and acts as a check and balance. He said APPG can provide a clearer perspective on what the public actually needs.
I'm happy to say today that the Dewan Rakyat is seriously considering developing this idea. Indeed, as mentioned earlier, if I touch my book, our House Committee has decided, in fact, and agreed in principle to establish APPGs in Malaysia. And when all procedural formalities are finalized, the first APPG, the Malaysian APPG, will be the APPG on SDG.
In his keynote address at the National Forum on Sustainability, Corporate Social Responsibility and Sustainable Development Goals 2019 held at Parliament today, Dato Muhammad Arif said APPG is not confined to formalities and it can be as wide as the boundaries of society. In bridging the gap between Parliament and the people, he also pointed out that APPG can rise above political divide and put the people first. He said all the APPG working groups will be registered under Parliament and will consist of a minimum of 5 MPs.
Terengganu Wildlife and National Parks Department or Perhilitan Director Dr. Abdul Malik Muhammad Yusof says the 2 tigers spotted strolling casually around Kampung Besul, Bukit Besi are most probably someone's pet. Now, Dr. Abdul Malik said based on the tigers' tamed behavior, the department also believed that tigers were set free to wander in the jungle by their owner before they got lost and entered the village.
Elaborating further on the matter, Dr. Abdul Malik said they also believe that the tamed behavior displayed by the tigers is probably due to an illness as they appeared less energetic. Yesterday, a video of the tigers strolling casually in Kampung Besul, Bukit Besi went viral over social media. Dr. Abdul Malik said 20 Perhilitan staff had been deployed to the village to find and capture the 2 tigers. Several traps have also been set up for the purpose and to ease the villagers' anxiety and worries. The Terengganu Perhilitan director added that his team is in the midst of catching the tigers, and for the time being, villagers are advised to stop any outdoor or jungle activities to avoid any untoward incident.
A 38-year-old science teacher was killed in a collision between a car and a lorry at kilometre 40 of the Jalan Lepis Sungai Koyan stretch in Pahang yesterday. Lepis District Police Chief Superintendent Azli Muhammad Noor said the victim, identified as Mazlina Abdullah from Tumpat, Kelantan, died at the scene in the 6 p.m. incident.
Superintendent Azli said investigation revealed that Mazlina had swerved into the opposing lane, causing a head-on collision with the lorry laden with sand, which was on its way from Lepis to Sungai Koyan. He said the impact of the crash left the car badly mangled, adding that Mazlina, who was pinned inside the car, was pronounced dead at the scene. He said, however, the driver of the lorry escaped the incident unharmed. Superintendent Azli said Mazlina's body was later sent to the Kuala Lumpur Hospital Forensic Unit for post-mortem, and the case is being investigated under Section 41, Subsection 1 of the Road Transport Act 1987.
Coming up next after the break, Malaysia tops World Press Freedom Index among ASEAN countries. Welcome back. Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad says Malaysia is ranked first among Southeast Asia countries in the 2019 World Press Freedom Index. The index places Malaysia at 123 out of 145 countries in the world.
Commenting further on the matter, Tun Dr. Mahathir said this is Malaysia's achievement as a result of the government's commitment to the prevention of corruption. He also said the commitment of the government of today in placing the prevention of corruption as a priority agenda has yielded results. The Premier added that the Freedom of Information Act will be formulated to replace the Official Secrets Act. He said sufficient time should be given to the formulation of the law by focusing on adequate engagement and outreach with the people.
Deputy Education Minister Teo Nii Ching today said no time frame has been set as to when the government will re-implement the learning of science and mathematics in English, PPSMI. According to Teo, the ministry is still compiling information concerning the re-implementation of the policy as well as the views from various stakeholders.
During this re-implementation period, Teo urged Malaysians to allow the ministry to have the space and time to review the policy before forming a decision on the matter.
PPSMI seperti yang disebut oleh YBN juga, kita dalam proses untuk mengikuti pandangan maklum balas daripada masyarakat, semua pemegang taruh untuk memberi cadangan kepada kita, tengok bagaimana kita boleh tambah baik dalam program.
Berapa lama mungkin kumpul cadangan tu?
Kita tak ada satu tempoh masa yang tetap, tetapi kita akan buat kajian lah. Jadi biar kita beri kita sedikit masa untuk kumpul maklum balas dan buat kajian.
On Tuesday, the Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad informed the Parliament that the government is reviewing the re-implementation of PPSMI using the new system. Teo, in addition, also denied allegations claiming that parts of Malaysian secondary school history textbooks had been omitted, namely those concerning the Japanese occupation. Similar to the ministry's statement yesterday, Teo reiterated that no single part had been omitted or amended, but has been rearranged so that the curriculum is more streamlined and systematic.
Sapura Energy Berhad sees good chances for its engineering and construction (E&C), drilling as well as exploration and production (E&P) businesses to be profitable in the next 12 months. President and Group CEO Tan Sri Syahril Samsudin says he is confident that at least 2 of the 3 businesses, including E&P, will be profitable this year.
In the next 12 months, we will see more rigs being employed, and I think this is going to be very encouraging for our rig business. And E&C will also, in the next 12 months, I believe, will continue to book in more contracts and start to implement the projects that they started at the beginning of the year, which will also drive utilization. So again, we see in the next 12 months from now, very encouraging results.
Tan Sri Syahril said this after attending the group's annual general meeting or AGM at the federal capital. He also noted that at the moment, Sapura Energy has secured 2.8 billion ringgit contracts. The Sapura Energy president and CEO added that he expects the renewable energy business to contribute 10 to 15% towards its revenue in the future.
And that's it from us this evening. In our top story, government to confiscate 48 million ringgit from Jolo's father after no third party turned up during hearing. News on 2 will be back at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon with more updates. Till then, I'm Jessica Lee. Thank you for watching.